Hello, Christ. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the studio, or rather, welcome to my fucking funeral because I'm dying. Phantasy Star. We're gonna talk about Phantasy Star Online 2. Shut up and listen. Phantasy Star Online 2 is a Japanese action MMORPG developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega. I almost said it was developed by Sega too, but Sega was busy with other great projects like Sonic Boom. It must be good, right? It's got a sequel. Now, I'm normally not huge on MMOs. I didn't enjoy Terra. Guild Wars 2 is just okay to me, but PSO2 is awesome, and for the next few minutes, I'm going to force my opinions about it down your throat and make you swallow it. So buckle up and let's get started. So, PSO2 takes place in space. Awesome, what's next? Okay, look, I would talk about the story, but to be honest, if there's anything to criticize this game on, it's the story. It's not great. You might disagree, and that's fine, but you're not in the video, so you can't interrupt me to say otherwise. Next! Yeah, let's get to the really important part here, gameplay. So, PSO2 isn't like other MMOs. It's not point, click, attack, repeat. But it's also not like action MMOs either, like Terra or other ones, I don't know. You've got arts and techniques. Both of these use power points. I would use the abbreviation being no older than 5 prevents me from saying it without laughing. Each weapon/class is vastly different from the other. In total, I think there's like 8 classes, and double the amount of weapon types. Each class is unique and plays completely different. If you choose a class you don't like, don't worry, you don't need to start over and make a new character. You can just change classes. Yep, anytime you want, just change. You never lose level progress, and if you want to level up a second class while you're leveling up your main one, you can do it with subclasses. It's all super intuitive. Some classes have different uses for the shift button, like the hunter blocks attacks, the ranger switches weapon mods, and the bouncer pulls off some stylish, spinny, kicky stuff. And that's just a few examples. There's more to do than fighting, of course. You've got minigames aplenty in the casino. I'd go into detail, but no. There's also tons of fun in just talking. Yeah, I have over 200 hours of playtime on the main character, and at least 50 of that is just me and my pals sitting and talking. You can do these cool, I guess you could say anime, manga style cut-ins of your character, having them do a different expression on a different background. You can make your speech bubbles appear as thought bubbles or otherwise. It's pretty cool, honestly. But let's say you're a loner and you don't want to interact with people much. No problem. When you're in the cam ship, which is where you go right before starting your mission to make any last-minute adjustments or preparations, you go to the little thingy to the left and interact with it. And you can call in NPCs from the game to help, provided you have their partner card, of course. You can also do the same with players. If you've exchanged partner cards with them, you can have your pals help you even when they're not online, which is pretty cool. Of course, loner or not, at some point you will want to team up with players for something PSO2 likes to call emergency quests. Emergency quests are large-scale missions that can pop up at any time. These could be anything from kill a huge amount of powerful enemies, to collecting quest points, to, and this is my favorite, the boss fights. Obviously, emergency quests aren't the only place you can go to fight bosses, but I mean, that's where all the super fucking cool ones are. Especially the ones like Dark Faults or Profound Darkness. Just be warned, these guys hit hard, so bring tons of healing items. Oh, don't forget your moon atomizers, because trust me, the first few times you will die. There's also something similar to emergency quests that take place in the middle of your own quest called emergency codes. They're just like emergency quests, and if I say emergency one more time, I think I might shoot myself. There's also these things you have. They're like tiny companions called mags. You feed them items and weapons you don't want or need, and their stats and shape change according to what you gave them. Come to think about it, mags remind me of a certain other tiny thing that floats next to you and helps you in a certain other MMO. Remember that? You remember that game? Remember Fusion Fall? The graphics aren't groundbreaking, but it still looks pretty great. You can break shit in the environment, there's no reason to, but you can. There's lots of cool cosmetics. You could look super fruity or super edgy if you wanted. Maybe not quite as edgy as Rebel Girl, but bondage up your... The music's fucking awesome. I mean, listen to this shit. God, it's fucking cool. The only true problem is this game isn't out in America. That's right, friend. Freedom isn't free because Japan fucking hates us. Probably still a little salty over the whole bombing thing. Sega said this game would come to us, you know, back in like 2010. The game came out in 2012. It's still not here. It's not translation issues because the SEA servers are full of English.
Strange, isn't it?
And it can't be censorship issues because, just trust me, there's worse stuff over there.
Strange, isn't it?
And you know, every other Phantasy Star game made it to America without a hitch. But honestly, it's a tad hard the first time, but installing the game in the English patch, it really is worth it. There's like so much shit I didn't talk about, like about how a lot of the cosmetics are crossovers from games like BlazBlue and Final Fantasy, or shows like Attack on Titan. Really, this game is great. You should download the English patch and fucking play, okay? That's all I really have time or tolerance to talk about right now. Studio Yami out.